Hello, my name is Merle in case you're new here, and welcome to my channel. I know, I have been quiet with my long content recently, but if you're following me on Instagram, you might have seen I was actually really busy and was on vacation by printing 6 whole MSD sized dolls. And I finally started mixing my own resin colors. A little bit more diversity in color. Finally, I have a whole lot of sanding to do. While this is going on, I thought to myself, why not do a little easier customization project? So let's get started on that. Last year, Delightful posted a video on which she customized a Deuce Gorgon for a Halloween special. At first, I was skeptical to customize him, but remember that Delightful, aka Catherine, she made it look fairly easy to take off the snakes off of his head. With a little bit of force, it's doable, right? So why not try this myself? I mean, right? If she can do it, I can do it. So in the spruce of the moment, bought myself a male doll. My first male doll that isn't a Ken, but I don't think vintage Ken really counts. So let's unbox him really quickly. I'm examining all of the snake themed items that he comes with. They're so nicely detailed, and I think it's a little funny how they're going on all the snake items because he's a Gorgon. My nephew really wanted this little critter, so here he's getting it. All the different items are very nicely made, and I love all the little details and textures that they are made with. And his outfit isn't half bad. I really like the jacket. Oh, look, snakers. Yeah, lovely jacket. And a quick look at the outfit without the jacket. Off with his head. I pour boiling water into a glass and start dipping Deuce's head in it. I carefully pull the head off and successfully don't damage the neck peg, which really is a success. But here is where my experience differs from Delightful's. I could not get the snakes off, so I continuously dip the head into the hot water, soak it, dip it, soak it, and can't get it off, but eventually I grab a screwdriver and with a little bit of force, these snakes are coming off the head. While my mom and my nephew were watching me in horror as I was going at this little head. Yeah, poor Deuce. After a long time, I finally succeeded. However, not without some damage. This can be fixed with some super glue and patience. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, this is not how my experience was at all. After the glue was dry, I fill in all the little indents and holes with some air dry foam clay. I have a confession to make. I'm a former simaholic. I don't play anymore, but I do enjoy others playing it, like Sid Mac here on YouTube. A while ago, she created these amazing occult sims and put them into a reality house competition setting, and a few of these characters really caught my eye, like this handsome alien, Alan. So, naturally, I had to create a doll inspired by him. And I really love Sid Mac's space mermaid design. Oh, it's so cool. One day I'm gonna make a doll inspired by Luna. She is mwah. Okay, I'm getting off topic. I'm sorry. Back to dolls. I wrapped the victim, Deuce's head into some saran wrap a piece of nylon tights over his head, and smear a generous amount of wood glue over the head. When it's dry, I can make the wig cap and drop it into shape. By the way, I started double layering the wig cap because I used to do just a single layer, and this is so much better. I just know, if everyone always did this and I just didn't, this just has a way better shape to the head. For the hair, I will be using this acrylic yarn. It's all wrapped around an old wire, and now I can start brushing it out. Almost done. Just a flat ironing is missing, and the weft can be cut off the wire. It's really nice to work with this yarn because it's so thick, so I hardly had to do any untangling and stuff. It was quick and fast. Now I can brush some TVA glue onto the wig cap and glue the wefts into a circular motion around the head. I hate that I'm lazy in the moment of creating these wigs, and I never cut and style the hairs by layer. I really need to start doing that because it's just way easier styling them layer by layer than if you have a whole messy head like this. Let's start cutting and styling. Peekaboo! Peekaboo! A peekaboo! Okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop messing around. Or will I? A mullet time. Business in the front, party in the back. I'm not quite happy with the styling of the hair yet. Plus, the Gut to Beam hairspray made it a little crusty looking. I need to work on it, but in general, I like it so far. What do you think?
It's nasty. Get rid of it. If you don't get rid of the ponytail, I will not do the face up.
Well, let's create a baseball cap for him then. I made a paper mock-up and we'll try to sew a little sample. Honestly, I had no idea of what I was doing. I should have looked up some videos on how to sew a little cap. All I knew it was to put some cardboard or something into the brim to stabilize it. So I quickly toss a cap together to see if it's compatible with the head before sewing the real thing. Please ignore the extra long wefts that I had to add to the head because some layers were missing, but the cap fits.
But you're not doing the baseball cap, are you? Don't do that.
What is it with my family and their opinions? Gosh, I love the ponytail and the cap. Everyone's a critic. I give up. What do you think? I mean, seriously, keep the pony and the cap, toss both, or just do a 50-50 thing. I don't even know why I'm listening to my family's criticism. It's not me that I'm a salty artist. Let's make more of the clothes. Juice, I really need to give him a new name, is getting a pink crop top. So let's cut it out. After cutting it, I toss a neckline on it. Hem the armholes. Sew the side seams. And hem the back seam and bottom. Just some snap buttons in the back are missing and the crop top is done. Plus I really want to add some decals in the middle of the shirt. Next, let's create a pair of cargo pants. All the pieces are cut and ready to be sewn. First, I prep the pockets and the flap pieces with some Ooak glue for easier top stitching. I learned this recently and this is a really nice tip. This took a while, so small. I also glue this little strip with the Ooak glue so I can use it as a belt loop later. Now I can sew the pockets to the front pant legs. Where you see the needle here, I can now top stitch it down. But I have to move the pockets out of the way so I don't make it unfunctional, of course. Top stitch is done. Let's move on to sewing the side seams. Also, the detail stitch on the side can't be missing to make it more realistic looking, but I only sew down to the end of the pocket and not all the way down the leg. It looks a little more realistic this way. To now be able to sew all the flaps and pockets to their marked location. Almost done. Now I can place the pants front right sides together and close up the crotch seam. Now I can add a decorative fly seam and slap the waistband with belt loops to the top. Last few steps. I can now sew a little bit of its, this is so overexposed, back crotch seam together to lastly sew the inner leg seams. Done! Just have to slap it inside out and we have a pair of denim cargo pants! Yay! Oh, they look so nice! No, they're too big. This denim is a little bit stretchy. I used one of my old pants and I don't want to say, no, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna make a new pair. Here's a new pair, which is a tad too tight, but I don't care. Remember me keep mentioning the nice jacket in the beginning of the video? Wow, let's recreate it in a different fabric. So let's cut out these pieces. Next, I can start freight checking all of them with my clear nail polish. I use Ooak glue again to glue down all the tiny edges for easier top stitching. Now I can puzzle all the pieces together. And here it is me realizing I sewed one of the pieces wrong. Fixed. Before I sew the sleeve to the jacket, I first have to attach the cuffs to the bottom. On to the assembly of the front and back, and attaching the collar. It's starting to look like something. Just have to stitch the front edge down for a clean look, like so. Look, it has functioning pockets! Yay! Okay, it's sleeve time, so let's shake them on. Almost done. Just have to close up the sleeves and side seams. Ta-da! Lastly, slap the last bottom strap onto the jacket, and it's done. The jacket turned out so good, and I can't wait to work my magic and add lots of decals, patches, buttons, or whatever I feel like. Oh, it's gonna look so good. But that is for part 2. I hope to see you there for the accessories, styling, and face up. And thank you for watching if you made it this far. And please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment. Gotta let me know about the ponytail and cap situation. And hopefully my sister will be nice and finally do the face up. It depends on your opinion, guys. Stay magical. Bye-bye.